Wholeness. Welcome to my channel. My name is Gigi. This is Gigi's House of Wellness. And today I wanted to discuss the discoveries that are showing up underneath the pyramids in Egypt and tie that into Thoth, who is an ancient Egyptian god who was the keeper of all records, and he was in charge of writing. And there's a lot more, but I wanted to bring it up. If you've ever listened to the Emerald Tablets, or if you haven't, I suggest you listen to them, because this is ancient wisdom and it was pre Christ. And so a lot of the stuff that you could tell that's the stuff that's coming from him in these emerald tablets were copied later on in biblical sense. He also, Thoth, says is reincarnated and was also Hermes and even Jesus. So it could be the reason why the emerald tablets seem a little biblical, but when he's talking, it's more out of this world, honestly. So underneath in the emerald tablets, he speaks of these halls called the Halls of Amenti, and he says they're under the pyramids, the great pyramids, and in these halls are the records of life and death. And it is said that as we transition into death, we go to these halls and we are probably lose all of our memory of this life, and we go into our new reincarnation. Also, the reason why this ties into just life, it's almost, I always think that the story of Jesus is a story of reincarnation, because he speaks of death not being it, and that, and then how he died and was not found in his tomb, which to me symbolizes reincarnation. Anyway, I wanted to talk about these halls of Amenti because it keeps coming up. So when things keep coming up on my mind, I like to record and bring out content and do my research. And since these findings, I keep thinking of the Halls of Amenti. They keep coming up and popping up in my mind. So I did some more research. I started researching more on Thoth, the Atlantean. So that's who Thoth is, the Atlantean. So it's also tied into Atlantis, ancient Egypt, and now the discovery underneath the pyramids, which he's already been telling us these great halls are underneath the pyramids. So it has me questioning, like, history and what we even really know. We all think we know so much when it comes to our history, and we really know nothing. And to me, time is moving more at I feel like we're going backwards in so many ways, and that maybe we were more advanced prior to now, and we're just coming into information that is basically, it appears to be new, but it's actually old. So I wanted to speak of some of this, and I have a whole deck. I do pull my own tarot. This is kind of messed up from my grandkids, but I have a Thoth deck. I don't pull from it as much. I always pull from my medicine woman deck, and then I also have a deck of Osset oracle cards. So I've been sort of tapping into the ancient wisdom for a few years now, and I feel like this stuff that's coming up with the discovery under the pyramids, it's just calling me for some reason. And so I did a pull for myself, and I just wanted to let you know just how in tune things are. I pulled the Geb card, who Geb is another ancient Egyptian god, and it's all dealing with earth and healing energy and the earthly needs that are being met, sort of like material needs, being comfortable in this realm. And it spoke to me because today the first thing I wanted to do was just be outside and connect with the earth. And it's all part of how nice the weather is. But I went and I sat and I grounded. And so I wanted to share the information just because it keeps kind of calling me to do so. So I'm hoping this reaches, and I know it will reach whoever is seeking the same type of wisdom and knowledge that I am. And so I have some notes. So Thoth was the keeper of records and writings. So that's another reason why I felt in tune with this ancient Egyptian God, is because of the writing and the keeper of records. And he's a keeper of knowledge. And he believed in all his mind. And so he spoke of manifesting our reality. One thing that I got from the Emerald Tablets, and I love this quote, is that we are all stardust bound by the body. And it goes into my other teachings and readings with the self. And I think that's amazing. Thoth speaks about the time space and how we are living as mortal men, but we're actually immortal. Because we are in the body, we are mortal, but our souls are immortal. So thinking of these halls of Amenti, and there's records of who we were in our past lives and who we are now and where we're going. It's just amazing. And I just wanted to bring this. So there's records of life and death, and it's deep wisdom. And so when I was going into my research, the divine feminine kept coming up. And so in ancient Egypt, they have male, masculine gods and the feminine, and the whole I guess objective was just, in order to enhance these powers, we have to have balance with the feminine and the masculine. But during my studies, I'm coming up with maybe some of this ancient wisdom, and the divine goddess and the divine feminine is being suppressed in these halls. And now that information is coming to fruition and coming to our attention, we're going to see more of this feminine energy come up. And also, when I keep speaking and doing the research of the Halls of Amenti, the womb keeps coming up, and creation. So this is all powerful, and it's great information, and it all is coming full circle. And I think this is just amazing. So there's also beings, and they're called like the lords of the Halls of Amenti, who help guide the souls through the halls. And so I just have a lot of stuff on divine feminine, which I would like to share. The divine feminine is a great creative power. It's intuitive, nurture. It's trusting the inner guidance, and it's deep receptors, and sacred wound and manifestation. And so they're not generally just speaking of the wound from the woman's side, but there is a creative wound that we all possess if we tap into this creative energy. And that is where all of our ideas are held until they're birthed. And so it's all just coming together, and it's all divine creative power. And let me see if there was anything else that I wanted to cover, but it just is amazing that so much information is coming up, and it seems like it's coming so fast that it's kind of hard to even stay focused. But certain things will keep coming to me, and that means I need to study that more and research it. Why, ask myself, why, go to the cards, see what comes up. Let's see. Yeah, the new pyramid discovery is why this might be a sign that lost knowledge is resurfacing. And I did say that in it. Honestly, that's what's really going on. There is a possibility that women played a larger role in keeping this knowledge alive, but were erased over time. And there's going to be more information coming out regarding the divine feminine and the matriarch. All this information in all religions and in history has been suppressed, and I can tell that it's starting to push, and the information is coming out, and the matriarch is we already know that the matriarch plays a major role in our creation and in historically, and this information is going to keep coming out. And I'm just feeling in tuned with, it's just coming to me like I feel like I'm channeling right now, and it's just an amazing feeling. And I'm grateful to be able to share this knowledge and wisdom with you on this channel. And so I hope I touched everything, because I feel like there was so much more that I wanted to share. Yeah, so this is like, could the Halls of Amenti symbolize the sacred wound, the space of rebirth and transformation? So could that be what's happening as creation is revealing itself to us through these historical artifacts that we were been told for ages were something else, which are truly showing us what they really are? And that's why I feel like we're kind of going in, and I've been learning that time is not linear. It doesn't go in a straight line, and it kind of bounces in different directions. And that is how we're learning, and that is how we are evolving. And even sometimes we're going backwards, and we think we're moving forward. But this is great ancient wisdom, and I just wanted to share that. Please keep liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I will be back with more information for you. Peace.